guys, it's your girl Nelly Usman. I'm back again. Yay! I wasn't feeling too well this morning, but I told myself I should do this because it's something I want to be doing and for videos to be coming out every week. So in today's vlog, I would be talking about the reasons why I migrated to Canada, the processes I took while migrating, and some of the challenges I faced while migrating to Canada. So I want you to sit back, relax with your popcorn, and just enjoy this vlog. The vlog is going to come in different phases, maybe part 1, part 2, part 3, because it's a long journey, right? So I want you to just follow with it, and you can do that by subscribing to my videos and share my videos, like my videos, comment on my videos. That will make me know what I should talk more about, and also share with friends and family. So let's relax while we enjoy this vlog. Thank you. Let me just put this out here. I know be immigration consultant. I am not an immigration consultant here in Canada. I am just doing this vlog based on my own pathway, my story, personal experiences I had while I wanted to migrate. So if you're looking for an immigration consultant, I'm not the one to reach out to. I'm just saying my own story, right? But I know it's going to help some people who are already in the pathway or who are trying to make a decision on this. Let's dive into my story. Like I said, from the topic you can see, I just said my immigration journey, how I migrated to Canada, the processes, the steps I took, the challenges I had, why I wanted to migrate, and somehow I will dive into how it has been so far migrating to Canada. First thing you need to do your research, your own personal research, because it's your life, right? It's your future. Do your research, know where you're going to, know much about the country, read stuff about the place you want to migrate to. Like for me, I migrated to Canada. When I wanted to start, I started by doing my research, different countries, US, UK, Canada, Australia, because then they were taking doctors and my husband is a doctor. So I was just looking at different pathways. Search first, that's the first thing. Yeah. So when anybody is telling you anything, you will know that, I don't think this is right, or I think this person knows what he or she is saying. Do your research. That's the first thing I did, and I will advise people to do that. When you do your research, you'll be guided. Step 2, decide on the pathway you want to migrate. What does that mean? Now, study route you won't take. You won't go visit, go look the place, come back first. You won't decide to come in as a worker. That means you will get work permit. Or you won't come in as a permanent resident. Everything depends on you. You will weigh your pros and your cons. So, for me, I looked into all the pathways. For study route, I was looking at some schools which were very expensive. And it's not just that. After studying, you have to stay for some years before you can have papers and all that. And sometimes when people are coming in to study, they are not allowed to come with their kids because it's only the applicant that will get a visa. Sometimes. Not everybody's situation is different, so I'll base mine on my situation. Well, I didn't apply for study route, but I've heard stories of people, so I'll work with that. Study route is an option. You do your research, look at the school you want to try, look at what the school offer, is it what you would want to do, look at the amount that is charged, just look at basic things, look at the province you want to move to, is it somewhere you want to stay, the weather, the people you know in that province, basically transportation, cost of living, accommodation and all that. Those are the things you should look out to if you are moving in any province. For the other part, which is work permit, you have to get a job first from your country before you migrate. And you know, now we have so many tech people, so many skilled people here, so that pathway is kind of very difficult, but it's workable. I've seen people do that. It's also possible too. So the other route is trying to visit the country and see what the country has to offer. Because by visiting, you know 1 or 2 things about the place, if it's somewhere you want to live in, if there's a business you can run in that place, if your kids will be comfortable living there. Because for me, I migrated with my whole family. You look at all that. When you come visit, you see things for yourself and you take a decision, right? Lastly, the pathway that some people take again is permanent residence path. That is the pathway I took. It's a very long pathway. It depends on you. It solely depends on you if it's something you want to do, because it's very long. Patience has to be your first and last name, because it takes a long time. You have to go through a lot of hurdles to cross to come in as a permanent resident, and that was what I did. Now, I took the decision of permanent residence with my husband. Discuss with your family members, and the first point of call is your spouse. If you're single, fine and good, maybe your siblings, your mom. But for a married couple, discuss with your spouse. It's very important, so they are in line with what you're about to do. If they are not in line, you will be completely frustrated. Or coming as a permanent resident, or the permanent resident process is very long, very draining. So you need that support from family. You need that encouragement. You need each other to pull through the process. And so that's why I said discuss with your family. Your kids will always follow suit. They are children, so they follow by what their parents decide to do. So I would say discuss with your family member. Your spouse has to be ready. You have to be ready financially, emotionally. The last thing I will talk about on this video right now is finances. I will overemphasize it again, is your finances. You have to be financially ready, because it drains you, right? So that's why I even said you can't do it alone. It has to be collective effort by even extended family members. Like I said, your finances. And what do I mean by that? One, you have to start with your passports. You have to get your passports ready. That's the first thing for everybody that wants to travel. When your passport is ready, the next thing is to look for a visa to be on the passport. So get all your family members' passports ready. Go to any immigration office in your home country and get your passport done. When you have been able to get, when I say passport, I mean international passport. When you're able to get that, then you have crossed the first hurdle. Now, look at yourselves and see who will be eligible for this process. For permanent resident process, you look at your age, you look at your academic qualifications. For master's holder, their points are higher than those that are BSc holders. For age-wise, a younger person, a point is higher than that of an older person. I think that's the basic two things. So when you guys have decided and made up your mind on who will be more qualified to be the principal applicant, then you can start gathering your documents. Gathering documents takes a long process too. That's why I said one has to be very, very patient. Gathering documents, you have to go through some phases like getting your evaluation done. Evaluation means getting it, your own degree from your home country, getting it eligible to be what is eligible in the other country. So they will evaluate it and see, okay, this person has masters, is equivalent to masters in Canada. This person got BSc, is equivalent to BSc in Canada. Those that have doctorate is equivalent to doctorate degree in Canada. And I could remember the one I used was WEX, World Educational Services. So they evaluate educational background, and they tell you if it's equivalent to the country you're going to. That also costs money. So as I said, be ready to spend money. Then the next phase is IELTS. That also takes you to have to study, you have to read, also have to cost you money. So if you're going with your spouse, sometimes your spouse will need to also do the exam. I will end this video here, and I hope to come back again to continue my story. So that is that for today. Thank you.